When your ex tells you to move out while she's on a work trip because the guy she cheated on you with is moving in, you get very creative moving out. Welcome back to the Gossip Corner. Today's video is about a cheating revenge story that was found on Reddit posted by DJ Duke of Spook. And I've got to be honest with you guys, this is probably one of the best revenge stories I've ever heard, just because of how funny it is. As usual, I'm just going to jump straight into the post and we will talk about opinions at the very end. I did this to an ex who asked me to move out while she was on a work trip and told me she was coming back with her new boyfriend. We were still together when she left. I got these little noisemakers, battery-powered ones the size of a quarter that emit sounds at just the right volume so that you aren't sure if you really heard it, so quiet that two people could be sitting in an average-sized room and while one can barely hear it, the other one wouldn't hear a thing. They last ages and fit perfectly in light fixtures and in wall outlets. I got a box of 20 of them for like $100 on eBay and got so creative all over the house, her car. I even hid them in a boat her father got her, rich family, and she grew up sailing. Now these little bastards make a noise at completely random intervals. Could be minutes, could be hours, could take a whole day off. They cycle noises like children laughing, a dying breath, as they called it, a whistle, scratching noises, and some other ones I can't remember, but you get the idea. It was so unpredictable, it was near impossible for someone to just figure it out. Months go by, I'd get a new place, get my life back up. Now we had a few friends in common and one of them I kept up with. They were kind of sour about how things ended, but they had grown up together and kept up the friendship, loosely talking and catching up on occasion. I never really asked about her, but one day we got to talking and he's wanting to prank some friends on a camping trip, so I tell him about the noisemakers. As I'm telling him about them, he slowly starts making this face, like he's gradually losing He's got this huge grin on his face and asks me, "You put these in your ex's, didn't you?" And when I admit, he starts laughing hysterically. Turns out her new boyfriend had only lasted a few months and had left telling her that he couldn't handle whatever was going on with them and their mental states. Turns out, for a while they had both been hearing things and sometimes only one of them would hear them, which gave the illusion that something really effed with them was going on in their heads at different times. They couldn't figure it out, and eventually he wanted out completely, and having run down all of the crazy list of stuff people who are hearing voices would think, ended up believing he had been infected with some brainworm the government was putting in vaccines or something like that. It was amazing. I hadn't expected to hear anything about it. I rode that train for weeks. When it went away, I got another hit of that high. She moved out, told her parents she didn't want the house, and to give it to her brother or sell it. Wouldn't tell them why. I always tell people who ask about her that I hold no grudge, and don't tell them about the part where I totally effed with her so bad I overshot the got her backstage and hit the blissful state of satisfied with my work. My wife knows this story by heart because it's her favourite one to tell. This is actually so funny to me because it's not like this person got revenge in the sense of making them lose their jobs or exposing them publicly for the cheaters that they are. He literally convinced them that they were both crazy. I love that he found out about it as well through a friend, because that just goes to show how crazy it must have driven them, because his friend knew exactly what he was talking about as soon as he brought it up. This is the kind of sweet, sweet revenge where he probably doesn't even care if she never finds out that he was behind it, but just knowing that he drove her to the brink of insanity is plenty revenge for him to be satisfied. I love that he just went about his life as well and never expected anything to come of it, but then one day he just finds out she completely had her life derailed because of it. I think if I ever got cheated on, this is exactly the kind of revenge I would want to go for. I'd also be really interested in knowing what the dying breath sounds like. Sounds nightmare-inducing. Part of me even wants to feel sorry for her, but I don't. Cheat on somebody and you deserve the absolute worst. But anyway, let's get into some of the comments. Master Chief Marauder commented, "Bro, this is nuclear revenge. You made a dude think the government was putting worms in vaccines, made a couple break up in a matter of months, and made a woman sell her house. Good God." Dr. Downvote commented, "I'm hearing voices again. Guess I'll take a nice boat trip and clear my head. Still hears voices. Okay, something's wrong." Jamstar 1988 commented, "I would have also taken the plate out of their microwave. Seriously, where can you buy those separately?" And for people who are looking to get a taste of this sweet, sweet revenge or just pull a prank on one of their friends, look no further. I'm not saying this person's username, but you can read it there on the screen. For anyone who wants one of these little gadgets, Google Annoyatron. You know, I can think of a few people myself who I would love to buy this gadget for. Anyway, that's it for today's video. It was a pretty short one today, but I just really wanted to tell this story. As usual, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think of this story down in the comments below. Also, I will put my email address in the description of this video, so if you find any really good videos that you would love me to read out, or any of your own personal experiences, send them to me and I will do my best to make a video on it. See you next time!